to Wild Moos. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Amy.
And we are bringing you a real, raw and raucous podcast.
An unfiltered truth behind running a business and running a family.
Dive in.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Yay!
Fucking June, mate. It's August.
It's shocking, isn't it?
It's shit.
It's really shit, because I was doing my franchise funnels yesterday, and I was like linking to episode 10 franchise, and I looked at it, I was like, holy shitballs. It was June.
Yeah.
Was our last recording.
Sorry, friends.
Martin's well upset with me.
Is he?
Yeah, he's our
think
biggest
our one and only fan.
Yeah, our biggest fan. Sorry, Marty. Yeah, he's like, I've got nothing to listen to. When are you recording? We're like, when we're not looking after children and trying to take over the world.
How's your taking of the world going?
Well, Winnie is open. Fucking hell. I forget how consuming it is to launch a salon. And we turned that around in no time at all, didn't we? I say we, because this is the first time we've worked together.
What a lovely little collab.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was the best launch from a marketing and PR perspective that we've ever had. So thank you, Willem.
Thanks for having me.
No, don't take a compliment. But also, I really feel like our team is coming together.
Yeah. It really reminded me of running an event. Really, really did. Because you've got that event,
isn't it?
Clusterfuck of shit, we fucking need this before this happens, before we can do this bit. And everyone, what's great about the people that you have brought together is everyone just mucks in.
We're all grafters.
Oh, big time. It's like, right, what do you need? Who needs what, when? Okay.
And it was very much the same vibe in the salon with Katie and her family. They're so amazing. And when you forget about this, when you're in business, like the connections and the relationships you build. I got to know her entire family. And it was so beautiful. I mean, me and her husband are a little bit cheeky together because he's got that naughty sense of humour. Like, he's really cheeky, really naughty. So we were just taking the mick out of each other, which was great, but a bit of a distraction. The kids, they're not kids, they're young adults, are just beautiful, beautiful humans and hard workers. I was actually talking to her about it this morning. And I said, when I grow up, I want my family to be like yours. Because she said it's not easy, especially when they're teenagers. It's not easy. She said, but it's our value as a family that we all just get stuff done together, whether they like it or whether they don't. If we've got something to do, we do it together.
Oh, fully committed.
And I was like, that family worked 15-hour days. They are all grafters. Her mum was there cleaning. Her aunties were there. Her cousins were there. There was family everywhere. And it was so beautiful that I got the opportunity to build that relationship with them all.
But also, these are the kind of people that you attract.
Yeah, these are my people. Because if it was if the shoe was on the other foot, my family would be the same.
Yeah.
It was very much like, we've got a job to do. But then the team kind of followed suit with that. New team, like their values and their culture is very quickly developed.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it was so cool. Fucking hard work.
Yeah.
Long days, hard work. It's really hard to be away from the family. And it's getting harder as the kids are getting older because they're now asking me why I'm going away for so long. They understand, but they don't like it, or they're getting upset about it. Yeah. That's really difficult.
Yeah.
And it was in summer holidays. That was a really tricky time.
Well, it's tricky for lots of reasons, wasn't it? Tricky the juggle at home, but also a tricky time within the marketplace to launch a salon at that time.
Yeah, I will never do it again in summer holidays. No, it has to be done before. But the thing is, if we didn't do it then, and it was a call that we made 4 weeks before, not even that, I don't think.
No, it's 3.5 weeks, yeah.
We were like, you have to try and open before the summer holidays because you need that trade. You're in a shopping centre, it'll be busy, but you also need that trade where every other salon is fully booked and you need that overflow. When they can't get in somewhere else, they'll come to yours and they'll stay because they'll love it.
You've got to take it up,
You've got to do it, otherwise, because we're on the fence, and Katie was much more erring on the side of caution of let's open in September, have loads of time, and I was like, it's a no from me.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. And I'm never going to say what you have to do, but I would strongly suggest, and I remember speaking to Vanessa, who owns Petersfield and Hazelmere, and said, oh, we're struggling, we just don't know about opening times. I can't remember, she phoned me about something and asked how we were doing. And I said, we need to just open, I think, before summer rather than wait till September. And she went, you're going to do it Amy Lewis style, aren't you? And I was like, what do you mean by that? And she went, well, just put it this way, I would have taken 4 weeks to reopen Hazelmere, but you made me do it in 2. And I was like, oh, do I have a style? Am I known for this? And she went, yes.
Yeah, but it's because that is not just because you like to get things done quickly. That's because of your industry experience, because you know what works, because it's going to give them the best opportunity.
And I also know that little bit of pain
is worth it.
Is well worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
But there was a few moments where I kind of looked at Katie and was like, I'm really sorry. I really pushed this. And we were training with no floor. There was still dust, building site, was still furniture being chopped up. It was really pushed. And I think we've opened nearly 5 out of 7 salons we've opened with no treatment rooms because it's not been quite finished. But my message is always just get the doors open, get people to see the front, and then when you close those doors after the launch, you have 2 days to finish.
Yeah.
And those 2 days you'll get everything done.
Yeah.
But just get it open.
Yeah.
And worry about the rest after.
Yeah, well, it's unlikely anyway that you'd offer those kind of treatments for launch.
No, you wouldn't. It's all nails. You just want people in the front building. I remember in Farnham, 1 hour before we opened, Martin shoved all of his tools in the treatment room and we just locked it and said, we're still a work in progress. I mean, to be fair, in Winchester, we didn't have a toilet. They had to go to the shopping centre toilet. Not that anybody needed the toilet, but they did. It was like, shopping centre, it's just done there. Sorry, ours isn't ready.
Was it you or Katie? One of you sent me a picture of the toilet saying, this isn't working.
Yeah, Toby then, her husband came in, and her whole family, after the first launch on the Friday, her whole family came in to paint, and her best friend, who was lovely, she was amazing, Amy.
Yeah.
She was brilliant, and she was painting every night till midnight. It was lovely. I love that so much. That whole kind of just
grit.
Get it done, grit, determination. And it's not about the money, and the team were just no one's there penny pinching or worried about if they're going to get paid for that 10 minutes. They are there, part of something really sensational.
Yeah, utterly devoted. But
yeah, it's cool.
Have you taken a moment to celebrate for you?
Have I? Not really, no.
Why not?
If I'm honest, I think you're going to try and unpack it and no. Because I'm really pleased, but I don't see it as my success. I see it as her success, and I'm really chuffed that we turned it around. But she worked, and her family worked like a dog. So I'm really pleased that she opened. I'm really pleased that we opened before I went away. And also, I'm yay, number 7. Wait, I'm a little bit closer to 10. So I don't want to celebrate big time because I'm just isn't that just what I'm here to do?
What would it take for you to celebrate?
Getting to number 10.
So how are you going to celebrate when you get to 10?
Oh. I don't know. I would like a little trip to Ibiza.
Yeah?
I love Ibiza. It's my favourite place in the world.
Tell me a bit more.
I would like a girls' trip. I'd like to do something with Martin, but I would like a romantic trip with Martin. But this, for if I was thinking about celebrating, I'm thinking O Beach.
So
I'm thinking I want champagne bottles with flares in and shit.
Oh, wow. And we're not just going to Essex.
No, but that's not Martin's jam in the slightest. So if I said, I really want to celebrate by going to O Beach and Ibiza, he'd be like, do I have to come? So it's not that I'm leaving him out. I just know that would not be his jam. And that is exactly how I would want to celebrate. I want to be like seeing unicorns flying in the sky and, drinking cocktails.
So are you going to commit to that then?
Yeah.
How soon after?
Oh, Wiki Woo. It's really cool there as well.
How soon after number 10?
Oh, within like months. Yeah. In fact, I might plan it at the same time as the launch. So, like diary, when you do your plan for the...
Yes, yeah.
My Gantt chart.
Yeah.
When I love a Gantt chart. When I do my chart, it might be that we plan for the launch. I always need like a week after the launch to just like not do too much because it is so exhausting.
Yeah.
And also you have to have the answer to everything, and you also have to be the person that's super motivated to keep everyone else going. And that's what I find the hardest, because it's like millions of questions, I've got to think of absolutely everything. And then as soon as it's done, I literally go, meh.
Back into the cave.
Yeah,
see you in a week.
See you in a week. Yeah. I'm done now. Please don't ask me any more questions. I'm done. But that will change as my team gets bigger, wouldn't it?
It's also getting easier every time. I feel that you are making a blueprint for every single time you do it.
Well, now that we've got you on board, it's easier for me, because before I was doing all of that as well.
Yep.
And also Yaz, she's a lot more involved in the launch, when before she was all about communication, but now she's doing more marketing-wise.
Yep.
And I feel like as everybody knows their place and what they need to do, or the requirements of them, it will get easier. But also, when I get to 10, that's when I'll have my ops manager.
We used
so that's exciting.
So when I'd run a big exhibition event, like a 3-dayer, we'd have a rig and a D-rig team. And people that would come, because you've got to be so careful of energy, haven't you?
Yeah.
If you've got a team that's training and then you wheel them out for launch, which is exactly the same for any exhibition or any event. So I wonder if you'll get to a stage where you'll have like a pre-launch team,
yes,
a live launch team, and maybe even a post-launch team.
And also, I feel like we've set...
Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to give us a cheeky follow, wild_moos.
And if you've got anything that you want to hear from us, or if you've got any questions, please just ping us a DM. We'd love to hear from you.
And please subscribe.
Bye.